Okay, so far today I've been doing quite a bit of work on the project. I've been cleaning the tuners that I've taken off, and in the meantime I've also been filling in the holes with toothpicks. So basically what I've been doing there is taking some glue, whether it's Elmer's glue or a glue stick, something that's going to stick and stay. And I don't really have the right tools, so to speak, for it, so I just trim it off here. And obviously when you first trim it off, it's not really that smooth, and I really don't want to, make a lot of marks or any marks on the head at all if I could avoid it. I don't think I can too really avoid it, but I also know that this part of the head is going to be covered by the tuners once they're reattached. So I get a little sanding, little marks on it up there. I don't care. If it was someone else's guitar, yes, of course I would care. And yes, it is someone else's neck, but this is for me to play with. And I think it still would play nice and still look very nice with these on here anyway. So I cut off a piece of some sandpaper. I think it's 320 grit. And I kind of taped as much as I could around it to try to minimize it. I'm just sanding away till underneath my finger I can kind of feel that it's going to be smooth, so to speak, in terms of to the tape. But since the tape has got a little bit of a thickness, it's obviously not going to be perfectly flat to the head. But as I said, I'm kind of okay with living with that for a little bit. But yeah, it still kind of feels kind of smooth. So that's all the holes there. And now what I'm going to do is go back to the last tuner that I have and kind of show you what I did. This is the string holder. What I did for all of these over here that are nice and shiny. So what I did was I took it apart. Actually pretty easy, and it's been soaking in, basically it's just salt water with salt. That and with a little help of aluminum foil is what can get rid of, I need to pull that kind of out so I can take this completely apart. This one's stuck pretty good. This one's probably bent, and I think it was one of the things I noticed, the lineup of all the stuff here, one overlapped the other. So probably when it overlapped and probably did some force to get all the pieces together. I can get that out there. So one of the neat tricks with that salt water and aluminum foil on chrome is that you can, kind of do this to help clean it up. Gets rid of, any rust that's on there. And sorry, the camera's going to move a little bit because I put it on top of my paper towels here. And if I wipe this off, it's actually very, very shiny. But I went a step further, and I have these kind of filings here, and this is 6,000, I don't know what it translates to grit, but probably like about 800 or more in terms of sandpaper. That's the 1,200, this is the 8,000, so I kind of worked my way up a little bit. I was using actually these two, I wasn't even using the 1,200. And just scrubbed even on here, and it even got it a little bit even shinier. So it's kind of like, this is what I used on frets, to shine them up. And so I thought, hey, I might as well see if I can use it here. And it actually worked really well. So I would do that, and then I'd go up to a higher number grit and get it even a little bit more shinier. Trying to get on these curves too to make that look shiny. Go a little bit inside if you can. And then again, get my paper towel and dry it off. And then just kind of move it up here and go to the next piece. Now I didn't use any aluminum foil on this, I should. But flip it over here and move it around. Actually does really amazing stuff on here. Make it all nice and shiny. How horrible it looked before. Go back to the here. Again, I'm using the aluminum foil. It's supposed to get the rust off. A little plastic piece here. I even did things to that to try to make it cleaner. This little part, actually, was the coolest to see. Get clean out of all the different things. So, yes, I know it's probably boring. I can't think of anything else to say except for just work on this to see how it comes out. But when I put this to here, it really starts to make it shine. Really cleans some things up. See here on that, really clean that up. Got rid of a lot of stuff. Even on here, I like to use this to try to get it buffed out, shinier. I have no idea what that sound is. Something's going on outside. Clean. I'll do this. Actually, I forgot to do this first. This kind of see a lot of stuff get lifted up when I do that. I don't know if you can see kind of the little line there, but it really cleans these up, makes them shine. Lots coming off there. All right. Ah, sounds like a motorcycle is what was outside. I hear grit to even buff it up more. And dry this up. Over there. All the pieces that I worked on over here. Here, and then I can put it back together. I just gotta, remember which way the things go. Up here, put that on first. This, so I didn't clean this. Let me just do this. Little scrubbing here. This on top here. So that's first part is the there, and then this goes. Flipping in here. Oh, needs to be tighter there. Then what I do is I take this piece up here, stick it up. See how it's kind of flat up top here, flat here, and then curved. And then this piece has a circle here, and then it has kind of matching. That goes on top. So I need to put this back on here, line it up while snapping it in, and sometimes it's a little hard to snap in, but you feel it when it happens. And if it's not snapped in, you can't really get the grids, the grind part. I can't even think right now, to line up, and then therefore the tuner won't, slip if you don't have it all lined up. And I guess because this is it's all bent, making this a lot tougher than all the other three. There we go, it's snapped in. Okay, take the washer, goes on top of that. Go here, have my screwdriver that I've been using, and tighten it. Get my little fingerprint off it, and around here, and now we have a nice new shiny tuning peg. Okay, thank you very much.